Is higher education a scam? We're gonna watch this video with me. Get it ready first. This internet speed is embarrassing. All right, let's go ahead and share it.
Okay.
When I was 13.
Provide what? This is a very general claim. Do I want land like it's the 1800s?
You know what? I'm head over heels for you. I'm gonna, whatever you're doing, you're with me now. I'll provide, I'll take care of you.
Do you think a doctor is jealous of you?
Mr. Andrew Tate, it's just a clear-cut scam. I mean, it's...
No. Like, we're going on a whole tangent based on what?
I'm probably like walking example that college is a scam. So my name is Saamir. I'm a high school dropout. I dropped out when I was 16. I've made a fair share of money online, around $40 million over the last couple of years. I have a online program where we teach people how to do the same. And yeah, I'm probably like walking example that college is a scam. So that's why we have you guys here today to debate me and see who wins.
Most people who work or will work 9 to 5 jobs are secretly jealous of entrepreneurs.
Hello.
How you doing?
My name is Paul Fabian. I'm a current medic, future cardiothoracic surgeon, hopefully West Side. Do you think a doctor is jealous of you? Do you think, I mean, the point was that people that work a 9 to 5 are jealous of entrepreneurs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think some, like a primary school teacher that's helping children learn languages and helping children in special needs education overcome difficulties, jealous of, money's not everything, like Dave says in Picture Me, fuck the money, tell me more about you, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm kind of going for. I'm sure there are some people that are jealous of you, but I think there are also a good majority or a good portion of people that aren't jealous of people, entrepreneurs.
So I agree to some extent. The beautiful thing about money and entrepreneurship is you can do whatever you please and you can help whoever you please. So for example, in my example, I love education. Even though I'm a dropout, over the last 2 years, I spent over $1 million building schools around Africa. That's something that is a passion of mine outside of money. But I do think as a person, you can make way more of an impact by focusing on entrepreneurship. And let's be honest too, if you have the ability to do whatever you want, whenever you want, and help whoever you want, I think that's the ultimate win. And I think a lot of people do have underlying jealousy of that because not only can you help people, but you can also be whoever you want, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just to come to that point. So I'm a medic, so a lot of it will kind of go back to just medicine in general.
Yeah.
Would you trust a self-educated doctor?
I would.
You would trust a self-educated?
I would trust a self-educated.
A surgeon that's learned by himself with no external certification?
I would.
So if she claimed to be able to do heart surgery, you trust her to operate on your mother?
Well, if she's qualified in the sense where she's done other surgeries, I would. Yeah, I think the ideology of going to, let's say, college to learn something only goes to a certain extent, right? Like, for example, not 100% of people that learn to be a heart surgeon become a heart surgeon. I don't know the exact statistic, but I know a lot of people fail. Now, I'm not saying that I would prefer it, but I do think that college and having a job shouldn't be the only qualification to do a certain task.
I agree, but I think jobs like that, where you're quite vulnerable when you put a lot of trust on someone like heart surgery or even any doctor or even professions like teaching.
I really think it's a mental prison going to college because it seems like people are suddenly just completely doubt their ability, their human capability that's in us. We doubt it. just because we've been conditioned to believe that we have to go through this system, through this filter to become and to be capable. But I think that if someone, I think that, and the thing that college doesn't really test for, in my opinion, is it doesn't test for non-tangibles. Is the person a good person fundamentally? Is the person kind? Is the individual uh, humanistic? Do they, because there are people who are nihilists and they don't, then you don't want to be aligned with that kind of person or even introduce that kind of person into your environment if you don't align with them. So, and college does not teach that. They basically just give you some information that you can read yourself. It really, I think college more or less is just for the networking. It's a good place where young men and women can hang out. I think it takes too long. But if you want to work for a company, they're going to be testing on your ability to follow through on projects, follow instructions, your ability to learn, critical think. So you can basically bypass college, get the training you need, and then execute. And your performance will dictate how much the market pays you for your services.
Any profession where you're working with vulnerable people and require a lot of trust, I think it's good that they have a board that demonstrates a standard across, because a lot of people could self-certify and say that there are a certain standard, but having a board that is voted in by the public, a democratic process where we trust the board, we trust the public members, because I wouldn't want my mother being operated by someone like Andrew Tate claiming he can do heart surgery, or a butcher or a barber. I would want someone that's done 5 years of medical school, passed all the exams, shown that they put the dedication, the work in, who's done 8 years, who's done 2 years of foundation training, 8-9 years of specialty training, and then I'm like, okay, finally, you know what, you've put in the hours, you've shown, you've learned from people that are in the field. Okay, fair enough. Like, I can finally let you operate on my heart, or my mother's heart, or my dad's heart, which isn't great right now, but hopefully.
Sorry to hear that. Well, I will say this. So we are taking an outlier example of heart surgeons and like very, very professional people. When I think the question goes to 9-to-5ers, I'm thinking of a mass majority of people who work behind a cubicle, people who necessarily kind of live a very routine-based life of going to work, coming home, watching TV, going to sleep. If I'm talking about the mass majority of people, I do feel those people are very jealous. I mean, how could you not be when there's people on your feed that are half your age, traveling the world, doing whatever they want? I think there's an underlying sense of jealousy. And I think when a lot of people have this conversation, they always bring up the outlier example of medicine and this and that, whereas like, that's not the mass majority. The mass majority are people who live very depressing lives behind a cubicle.
I agree with you on that part. I feel like there's a lot of people that are happy to be in the comfort zone and work for corporations that are purely profit driven.
Yeah.
I'll raise the own flag. I'm tired of talking.
Okay.
But yeah, it was nice talking to you.
Yeah.
University is a complete waste of time.
Hi. I'm Namoya. Nice to meet you. Again, another medic. However,
got so many medics now.
I know. Yeah. But my point is centered not just around medicine or an outlier.
Okay.
It's around the concept of university. I think it's misleading to people to think that you go to university just to get a job. Yeah. Even though I'm in a vocational degree where, I hope at the end of it, I can be a doctor afterwards. But the point of university is higher education. I think the pursuit of knowledge has been disregarded and undervalued. Even in the beginning, when universities were created, they were rich people who wanted to learn more most of the time. And so